As a small business owner, you don't really get to clock out early. Your business is on your mind 24/7. So when it's time to hire, you need a partner that works just as hard as you do. That partner is LinkedIn Jobs. When you clock out, LinkedIn clocks in. It's super easy to post your job for free, share it with your network, and manage qualified candidates all in one place. LinkedIn can even help you write your job description and get it in front of the right people. And promoted jobs get 3 times more qualified applicants. 72% of small businesses say LinkedIn helps them find higher quality candidates, and you can double your reach just by adding the hashtag hiring frame to your profile photo. Find out why more than 2.5 million small businesses use LinkedIn for hiring. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/job search. That's linkedin.com/JOBSEARCH. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, I'm Jamie East, and today's episode of The Smart 7 is brought to you by Sainsbury's, where you can save big on festive favourites with Nectar prices. With Christmas round the corner, it's more important than ever to find value for money on your festive shop, and that means getting your party planning done early. And this Christmas, Sainsbury's have got great discounts to make your festive season truly magical. For example, this week you can get Pepsi Max 24 times 330ml for £7, a litre of Gordon's Gin and Smirnoff Vodka, both £19, and 2 for £23 on selected packs of beer, including Budweiser 20 times 200ml and Carling 18 times 440ml, all with Nectar prices. You can shop in-store or online and save big on festive favourites this Christmas with Nectar prices at Sainsbury's. This offer's for 18+, terms and conditions apply, Nectar required. Available in-store and online, excluding locals. Delivery fee may apply, subject to availability. Please drink responsibly. On today's Smart 7, flu epidemic puts pressure on resident doctors, Trump runs out of patience on Ukraine, and much more. It's Friday, 12th of December, it's Gingerbread House Day, and happy birthday, Bill Nye.
The Smart 7. It's news, but not the news.
There was no good news on Thursday about what experts are calling a tidal wave of flu that is currently engulfing the UK. The numbers of people being treated in hospital for severe flu are up 55% week on week, with doctors warning that infections have not peaked yet and urging people to get vaccinated if they can. The Flunami has inspired a fresh round of negotiations with the British Medical Association, whose members are due to walk out for a 5-day strike on Wednesday 17th. Prime Minister Keir Starmer says an offer has been made, but if the strike goes ahead, it will be withdrawn.
I'm very concerned with the action of the BMA. They are being irresponsible, in my view. There are other issues that they're concerned about, which we've been listening to, and we put an offer on the table. But that offer can only go forward if they don't take strike action.
Health Secretary Wes Streeting had claimed that he hadn't even had a conversation with the BMA over the strikes, and there was a previous non-salary offer which had been rejected. But Jack Fletcher, chair of the Resident Doctors Committee, says they've been trying to negotiate.
When we were trying to talk to the Health Secretary in October and November, there was no flu epidemic. There was nothing back from him, and therefore we announced industrial action.
Donald Trump has decided he's bored of the peace process between Russia and Ukraine, announcing through his press secretary Caroline Leavitt that there have been too many meetings and not enough action. Details have emerged of the latest US proposal, which would see Ukraine's troops withdraw from the Donbass, creating a demilitarized free economic zone, but it's not clear how that would work in practice. NATO Secretary-General Mark Rutte was sounding more pessimistic, warning that if Putin gets what he wants in Ukraine, a European war with Russia will move closer.
We need to be ready. Conflict is at our door. Russia has brought war back into Europe, and we must be prepared for the scale of war our grandparents and great-grandparents endured.
German Chancellor Friedrich Merz is equally concerned that as the US and Russia appear aligned, Europe will have to take a much firmer position in support of Ukraine.
We are truly experiencing a turning point, in the sense that nothing is the same as it used to be, that we are living in a different world, a different time, and this different time requires different responses than we have given in the past.
Prime Minister Keir Starmer has been sent a letter calling for a second phase of the Leveson inquiry. The original inquiry took place back in 2011 and 2012 and looked at the behaviour of the British press after the phone hacking scandal. A second phase was due to begin after the initial prosecutions, but it was cancelled by then Culture Secretary Matt Hancock back in 2018. Now, Jerry McCann, father of Madeleine, is one of 30 public figures calling for a new inquiry and stronger press regulation, although current Culture Secretary Lisa Nandy says a Leveson-style inquiry would not be appropriate as the media landscape has shifted dramatically. Sir Alan Moses, former chair of the Independent Press Standards Organisation, told the Today programme that too much regulation of the press is a bad thing.
A free press is an unruly press. We have a fair BBC, and that gets them sometimes into enormous difficulties. But we don't have any requirement that the press is fair. And I tend to think that that is a good thing.
The US continued its pressure campaign on Venezuela on Thursday as the oil tanker US troops seized made its way to a US port, with the fate of the almost 2 million barrels of crude oil still unclear. The US also sanctioned 6 additional vessels and 3 nephews of Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro. Thursday saw Venezuela's opposition leader Maria Corina Machado emerge from hiding and make an appearance in Norway, where she formally accepted her Nobel Peace Prize. She was backing the US action in sanctioning what she says is Venezuela's illegal black market oil, and she remains hopeful that the Maduro regime will be overthrown.
Venezuela will be free, and we will turn a country into a beacon of hope, and we will welcome not only the Venezuelans that have been forced to flee, but citizens from all over the world that will find a refuge, as Venezuela used to be.
Still to come on today's Smart 7 in association with Metro, the BBC Sportsperson of the Year nominees are announced, and get ready to meet Superman's cousin. Right after this. Hey, I'm Jamie East, and today's episode of the Smart 7 is brought to you by Sainsbury's, where you can save big on festive favourites with Nectar prices. With Christmas round the corner, it's more important than ever to find value for money on your festive shop, and that means getting your party planning done early. And this Christmas, Sainsbury's have got great discounts to make your festive season truly magical. For example, this week you can get Pepsi Max 24 times 330ml for £7, a litre of Gordon's Gin and Smirnoff Vodka, both £19, and 2 for £23 on selected packs of beer, including Budweiser 20 times 200ml and Carling 18 times 440ml, all with Nectar prices. You can shop in-store or online and save big on festive favourites this Christmas with Nectar prices at Sainsbury's. This offer's for 18+, terms and conditions apply, Nectar required. Available in-store and online, excluding locals. Delivery fee may apply, subject to availability. Please drink responsibly.
Tonight's meal, tilapia surprise with boiled cabbage. Begin cooking steps 1 through 50 now.
Are you kidding me? Making dinner shouldn't feel like doing a 1,000-piece puzzle. With Blue Apron's new one-pan assemble and bake meals, the hard part's already done. Pre-chopped ingredients, zero stress. Just assemble, bake, and enjoy. No complicated steps, no mountain of dishes. Try Assemble and Bake today. Get 20% off your first 2 orders with code APRON20. Terms and conditions apply. Visit blueapron.com/terms for more.
Welcome back. Thursday night saw the last Europa League and Conference League action for this year as Nottingham Forest picked up a 2-1 win away to Utrecht, while Aston Villa beat Swiss side Basel 2-1, and in the Conference League, Crystal Palace were in Dublin, where they beat Shelbourne 3-0. Thursday also saw the nominations for BBC Sports Personality of the Year announced, with Rory McIlroy, England footballers Hannah Hampton and Chloe Kelly, rugby's Ellie Kildunn, Formula One world champion Lando Norris, and the reigning darts world champion Luke Littler all facing off for the audience-voted prize. Luke is feeling grateful as we head into peak darts season, and he gets ready to defend his title.
The amount of young people, the amount of older people that have got into darts because of me, it's grown and grown, and I'm just glad to be a part of what a young kid could potentially do within the few years coming.
This year is one of the few years recently where we don't have a Christmas song from Taylor Swift, but we do have plenty of new content from the 14-time Grammy winner. She's dropping the concert film of the Eras tour, along with a behind-the-scenes documentary called The End of an Era. She popped up on Stephen Colbert's Late Show to chat about Christmas, the Eras tour, and what her actual life is like, which apparently includes baking lots of bread. Colbert wanted to know what it was like to be part of a tour that got fans so excited that they're jumping up and down registered on the Richter scale.
The entire tour, there were these just sort of out of control, out of body experiences we would have on stage. And I've had the same band. Most of my band has been with me since I was 16 years old. And we just kind of look at each other and be like, this isn't normal. Not normal.
If you enjoyed this year's reboot of Superman with James Gunn at the helm, there's good news. The Superman universe is expanding as we get to meet his cousin formerly known as Kara Zor-El in formerly known as Supergirl. There's only been one official Supergirl movie previously, and that was back in 1984, so there's not too much pressure on this new version which James Gunn is producing. It's directed by Craig Gillespie, who you may know from Cruella and I, Tonya, and Star's House of Dragons' Millie Alcock. Supergirl hits cinemas next summer.
I didn't know any of you were still alive. What was it like to lose everything in a day?
Proton didn't die in a day. The gods are not that kind.
Okay, this does not look like this is gonna end well. For you guys.
You've been listening to The Smart 7. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Hit that follow button and have a great day. Give us 7 minutes, and we'll give you the world. Hey, I'm Jamie East, and today's episode of The Smart 7 is brought to you by Sainsbury's, where you can save big on festive favourites with nectar prices. With Christmas round the corner, it's more important than ever to find value for money on your festive shop, and that means getting your party planning done early. And this Christmas, Sainsbury's have got great discounts to make your festive season truly magical. For example, this week you can get Pepsi Max 24 times 330ml for £7, a litre of Gordon's Gin and Smirnoff Vodka, both £19, and 2 for £23 on selected packs of beer, including Budweiser 20 times 200ml and Carling 18 times 440ml, all with nectar prices. You can shop in-store or online and save big on festive favourites this Christmas with nectar prices at Sainsbury's. This offer's for 18+, terms and conditions apply, nectar required. Available in-store and online, excluding locals. Delivery fee may apply, subject to availability. Please drink responsibly.
AI is transforming customer service. It's real and it works. And with Finn, we've built the #1 AI agent for customer service. We're seeing lots of cases where it's solving up to 90% of real queries for real businesses. This includes the real-world, complex stuff like issuing a refund or cancelling an order. And we also see it when Finn goes up against competitors. It's top of all the performance benchmarks, top of the G2 leaderboard, and if you're not happy, we'll refund you up to $1 million, which I think says it all. Check it out for yourself at Finn.ai.